Hi guys, welcome back to Nebula Fox Toy Reviews. Today we are back with the Jurassic World reviews, and this one is an older one. Like I am very behind with this, very late with this review. It's a Dominion review, and it is going to be the Owen Escape Pack. I think that's what it was called. That's an egg. I believe it was called the Owen Escape Pack, or the Malta Escape, maybe. So, it came with Red, it came with Pantera, it came with the Juvenile Carnotaurus, and it came with Owen on his bike. I opened this the day I got it, which was pretty much when the figures first came out for Dominion, and it has been sat in my bag of loose figures for a while. It's been sat in my review bag of my bag of loose figures that need to be reviewed for quite a long time. So I'm just getting round to it because I have an awful lot of figures backed up to review. There's also just some figures that I've had for years and years that I want to review, but I want to get my pile of boxed figures down first before I start on the figures that are already nicely packed away. So, yeah. Today is going to be one of the reviews of one of those figures. So, yes. Apologies for the very late review on this set. But let's head on. Oh. Also, because it's a Dominion review, we've obviously got one of the Dominion Captives eggs to open. These are really old now as well. The UK never got past wave 1, unfortunately. So, it's just stuck on the wave 1 ones being in my videos. But yeah, let's head on over to the review table back there and take a closer look at these figures, even though you've probably all seen them a million times by now anyway, and probably own them yourself. So, yeah, I'll see you over there. Right, so here we are. There they are. And I just want to apologise for that little blip before. But we'll get on with reviewing the figures. For the two Atrociraptors, I do have the other versions of them to do quick comparisons. So we'll get that egg out of the way. We'll take a quick look at Owen and his bike first. So if you just get off the bike, please. So this is his bike. This is the bike he rides through Malta on that scene with the Atrociraptors chasing him. That scene was honestly, like, the whole Malta section was probably the best bit in the whole film for me. I loved it. The introduction of the Therizinosaurus was also really good when you first meet it. The wheels on this bike do roll really well. The kickstand doesn't really want to move, so yeah, it will always be out, ready for display. The handlebars do turn as well, which is good. So yeah, it's got a bit of damage there. I don't know if that is intended or if that's just from me having it stored away in a bag for what feels like years. But no, it's a nice bike. It's a bike. Here we have Owen. You can remove the helmet, but it was a bitch to get on, so I'm not going to take it off. He is basically just another Owen figure. Exactly the same as all the others we've gotten so far. He does have a knife, or utility weapon, a utility tool as it was called. This time the knife does have a nice little sheath on his back, whereas before it just sort of pegged into his arse. But no, now it has a nice little sheath to go into. For articulation, it's the standard. The head can move left. The head is on a ball joint, so it can go left, right, up and down. The bike helmet does hinder it a little bit, but not too much. At least the left and right. It hinders the up and down, but it doesn't really hinder the left and right. Arms can go all the way out, so he can T-pose to assert his dominance over other raptors. They can also do full 360. The elbows, single hinged elbows that can give like a 90-degree bend. That also acts as a bit of a swivel. Nothing on the wrist. But you know, as long as you can hold on to the handlebars of the bike, we're good. Legs can kick all the way forward. They can't really go back because of his arse. He can do the full splits, which is dang impressive. He has a single hinged knee, which gives 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and there is nothing at the foot. So let's put him back on the bike how he was before I started the review, because that is how I display the figure. There we go. You go on the bike. Make sure your foot is on the little thingies. There we go. So he can sit nicely on the bike really easily. And then thanks to the kickstand, you can also display him really easily on the bike. So I shall move the bike off to the side and we shall take a look at the Atrociraptor Pantera. So this is one of the Atrociraptor squad from Dominion, and I will say this is not the best figure of it. It's not the crouching pose. Honestly, I do like the crouching Atrociraptor pose, but I feel like was it Danger Pack for the Attack Pack replacements for Dominion? I can't remember. The one that was released as an Attack Pack figure on its own, it just seems to have better paint. As you can see, they're both exactly the same. This is the Attack Pack version. They're both exactly the same, except in the legs. This one has the legs moulded in that weird creamy colour, like the weird off-white colour, but has a little bit of the darker cream colour at the top of the legs to sort of blend it all together. Whereas the one you get with the Danger Pack just has the solid dark cream legs. But apart from that, the paint is exactly the same. They both have the blending back into the pale cream on the tail. They both have the arms in the pale cream colour. And they both have that little bit of the pale cream under the belly. The markings on the faces are pretty much exactly the same, along with the stripes going down the body. But yeah, I just prefer like this figure because there's a little bit of more colour variation in the legs, whereas this one is literally just one colour. But it's still a really nice figure though. Like I said, I do like the crouching Atrociraptor pose. I do like the crouching Atrociraptor figure more than the crouching Velociraptor figure. And even then, I sort of had a love-hate relationship with the crouching Velociraptor. So for articulation, the head can go up and down and also swivel around. The mouth can open and close. I'm not going into too much detail with these reviews because, you know, like I said, I am late and you've probably already seen them. The arms can rotate, the legs can also rotate forward and backwards. The tail can swivel around, which is absolutely pointless. And that is that. Here is the scan code for the Atrociraptor. It is exactly the same scan code as this one, so there you go. There's the scan codes side by side. So yeah, they're exactly the same scan code. But yeah. So that was Pantera. Now we'll take a quick look at Red, which, as you can see, my Red is a little drunk. That is the only way I can get him to stand up, or her. I don't know. I don't think we were ever given the genders of the Atrociraptor squad. But yes, this is Atrociraptor Red. And once again, I have the Attack Pack version to do a comparison once we've taken a better look at it. It's a really nice figure. I do like these basic Atrociraptor figures. I just wish I could have gotten the Ghost one, but Ghost was not released in the UK. And Tiger, which is an extreme damage figure, is also never released in the UK. So I haven't got Ghost or red. I mean ghost or tiger, but I do have 2 panteras and 2 reds. So I guess I could repaint one of the panteras and one of the reds to be ghost and tiger. But, you know, I don't really want to. I don't really like repainting my figures. So anyway, articulation on this guy. There's the mouth. And we got the head. And the head. And we have the arms. And we have the legs. And we have the stupid tail. I think the reason my red can't stand up properly is because it's been in that bag for so long that the legs are probably just warped. So he has to be a little bit drunk. He can stand up. He's just drunk. So he just does not want to stand up properly. Whereas if I bring the other red in, that one will stand up because this one has been stored in a nice box with the legs pushed back like so. So the tail has sort of helped keep the legs separate. So I'm going to try that with this one as well, and hopefully it'll work. But yeah, here is the other red figure. They're pretty much exactly the same again, but once again, this is the attack pack version, or whatever it was, danger pack, I can't remember. I think it was danger pack. So the one with the Owen escape pack has stripes on the legs. This one does not. This one just has solid orange legs. The tail patterning is pretty much exactly the same. The body patterning is pretty much the same. And the head patterning is also pretty much the same. The only difference is the one with the Owen escape pack has the stripe going all the way across his nose. Whereas the one that was sold on its own as part of the danger packs does not have the stripe. I think they've given it the ever so slight paint differences, you know, to sort of, you know, to get collectors to buy them. It's just like, oh, it's a different paint scheme. Yay, the figure is different. Which, to be fair, is the reason I bought them, because I also wanted to buy the entire wave that the basic ones were a part of. Here is the scan code for the Owen Escape Pack Atrociraptor Red. Once again, it is exactly the same as the one you get as part of the danger packs. So these codes are exactly the same as well. They do not give different figures in the app. But yeah, you'll have to lie down. And finally, probably the thing that everyone bought this pack for. Actually, no, you probably bought them for the Atrociraptors as well. But the main draw for this pack is the juvenile Carnotaurus. And this figure is awesome. It's nice to have a small scale Carnotaurus, because up until now, all of the Carnotauruses that Mattel has released have been the big ones. And you don't really have room for many big Carnotauruses, even though the latest Carnotaurus that Mattel has released, the one after this one, is back to being one of the big ones. But it's just a rehash of the Control and Conquer, or Command and Conquer, I can't remember which one it was. Basically the Toro that they released, it's just a repaint of that with extra buttons that light up. So I will not be getting that one. But yeah, anyway, here is the young Carnotaurus, whose head does seem to be popping out of its socket. But oh well. Really nice figure. I do love the little detail of one of the horns being broken, which is seen on this Carnotaurus in the film. So that is really nice. The whole figure is moulded in this dark grey, with just a little bit of light grey for the bottom jaw and under the chin, and then this orange markings going down to the tail. This is obviously, well, not obviously, but this paint scheme, I meant the dinosaur looks like this in the film as well. This is, I'm guessing, loosely based off the Carnotaurus Demon, which is one of the old Kenner figures for Jurassic Park. So it was good that they made a little bit of a nod to that figure with this one. So anyway, for articulation, the mouth can open, which actually looks really good from the side. but looks derpy as hell from the front. This figure was not meant to be viewed from the front because that just looks really derpy, especially with the eyes facing two different directions. The head can go up and down and also rotate around. The arms can go forward and back as well as out to the side, which is completely pointless because it's a Carnotaurus. The arms on a Carnotaurus will always be pointing back like that, and that's that. And the legs can go forward and back and also side to side a little bit. And the tail has the pointless articulation. I don't get it. Scan code time. Here he is. There is the juvenile Carnotaurus scan code. Pause the video and give that a scan if you don't already have it. You should already have it because this is an older figure. This would have been a 20... When did Dominion come out? Wasn't last year. Came out on Blu-ray last year. Oh, it might have been last year. Was it 2021 for Dominion? Oh well. Yes, I think so, because I don't think I've had this figure for a full year yet. But anyway, that is the review of these guys. I mean, you're gonna stand for me? Ugh, come on, stand. There we go. So that is that. Oh, I forgot the egg. Let's do the egg. I forgot the egg. How can I forget the egg? Let's open the egg. Oh, for God's sake. I hate these eggs. There we go. The tear strips never work, so when that happens, just make your own tear strip. I've also scratched the egg. These eggs go in recycling anyway. I've kept one for the tokens, but that's it. I don't actually need that many of the figures anymore to complete the set. Right, let's have a look, see at who we get. Who did we get? Where is the tear strip? This is... Okay. I'm just going to cut this one. I'm going to have a quick peeky at the collector's guide because I can't remember who I need. I think I need the Ankylosaurus, the Mosasaurus, and the Stygimoloch. I think those are the only ones I need. Maybe the Spinosaurus, but definitely Stygi, Mosa, and Ankylosaurus. Alright, let's have a look, see at who we got. Week. Oh, we got the T-Rex. I do already have this one, but I'm not bothered about getting another one. Where's the... Oh, the tail fell out. I'm not bothered about getting another T-Rex. The T-Rex is a cool figure. Go on in. Yeah. There we go. The T-Rex is cool, so I'm okay with getting another one. There's the T-Rex. And that is that. We now have a very messy table. But, oh well. So that's about everything I'll say about this set, because, you know, like I said, it's an older set right now. But thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to, you know, like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, share it around if you want to. And yeah, I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that'll be. Bye!